Hello, you're all welcome to the Esteemed Life platform with Ajiboye Bolanle. Yeah, I hope you're all having fun out there. Well, today I just want to welcome all our new subscribers. You're welcome. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for connecting with us through your comments, your engagement. I love the engagement so much. Please keep it coming. I really love the feedback. Yes. Thank you, for the support, for your love. I so much appreciate it. For every one of you that has not subscribed, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Please subscribe. Let's roll together. Let's roll it together. The Esteemed Life platform is a place where we connect, we grow, we learn, we talk about life issues relating to our relationship, our career, our family, our mental health and wellness. So it's all in all, like it's an holistic package, and I don't want you to miss out of this package. So please click on the subscribe button. And again, you can also click on the notification bell so that anytime I drop a video, you can always be the first to know about it. We are going to be learning a lot, and I really want to make this platform a place where we can come together to connect and have fun. A community of people that we can add values together. So thank you for believing in me. I believe in you. And so today we're going to talk about our relationship. When last have you assessed your relationship? Is it healthy or unhealthy? Yeah, let's talk about our relationship. So once again, I want to welcome you all. Thank you. Grab a seat, grab a cup of coffee, tea, or any drink at all of your choice. And, just be relaxed and let's learn together. Let's share together. So our relationship, every day of our lives, we are in one relationship or the other. And every of our relationships should be a meaningful relationship where we grow and where we are well respected. If you ever find yourself in a relationship where you're not respected, where you question your worth and your values, then that relationship is not for you. Because definitely that relationship will affect your mental health and every other aspect of you. It can also bring about insecurity and a low self-esteem. So we want to promote a healthy relationship. So let's start from this. How many of you have ever gotten into a relationship because you think you love that person? If you think this resonates with you, send in your comments, let's know. Share in the comment section if you've ever been into a relationship because you think you love that person and that person loves you. Again, how many of you have broken up with your partner and boldly told your partner, I'm sorry, I'm out of this relationship because you don't deserve me? How many of you have done that? Please, I really want to know. Share in that comment section. Let's know, let's know and let's learn from each other. So our relationship is a very, very important aspect of our lives, especially the intimate relationship. So I once had a client in my line as a mental health practitioner. I once had a client who wanted me to evaluate our relationship for her. And so she told me that she's been in this relationship for over 5 years. And during the course of the relationship, there is no conversation about commitment to marriage or even about the future, how well to settle down together. There is no promise ring, no engagement ring. And on top of this, a partner has cheated on her more than 4 times, and that is the one she knows. And so the question is, should I remain in this relationship or should I leave? Should I keep enduring the relationship or should I leave? And I asked this particular person, do you love your partner? She said, yes, of course I love him. And again, I asked, Does your partner love you? She said, yes, I think so, because my partner tells me he loves me, but his actions do not speak of love because he cheats on me. And so I asked, is it okay for any of you to cheat on each other in the relationship? She said no. Then my standpoint was, do you actually know what to do? Do you know the steps to take? If you are in a relationship where you're not respected, where you feel like, you're not secured, there is always this insecurity complex, there is always the feeling of, lack of fulfillment, then that relationship, if you don't break up right now, it will definitely lead to a breakup later. There is a point in time in our lives where we need to really be sincere with ourselves. We need to be real with ourselves. We need to ask ourselves some critical questions. Are my values aligning with this relationship? Does my partner really respect me? Does he respect my words? Do I also in return respect my partner? Do I love him for who he is? Do I love his imperfection, or does he love my imperfection? Is there this unconditional love and not love based on money or material things? I think at a point in time in our lives, we need to assess our relationship. We need to ask ourselves this critical question. It is very difficult to do. It is very, very challenging, but there is a need for it, because that is what can help us to move forward. If we find ourselves that our values do not align with each other, and most of the times you're always depressed, you are fearful of the fact that even when I leave this relationship, where do I start from? Because I know that is the majority of the reason why we remain in a relationship that is not healthy for us. We always have the fear of, where do I start from? Where do I go from here? How can I start all over again? And there's always this fear of, because there's the codependence, there's a fear of standing all by yourself, to do things without depending on your partner. So I want to tell you today that there's a need for you to reassess your relationship, reevaluate it. Where do you stand? Is it actually love? Unconditional love that still makes you remain in that relationship? Love is a powerful thing. Yes, I agree. But again, love is not the only ingredient we need in our relationship. We need other ingredients like trust, understanding, good communication, and we also need each other. We need each other. We need a good attitude. We need to, love our imperfections. You don't have to, try to fix your partner. No. You need to fix yourself first. So every relationship needs to be healthy. And for your relationship to be healthy, you need to first reassess it. What is lacking in my relationship? Is my relationship making me question my worth? Making me feel like I don't deserve, things? Or is my relationship making me feel insecure? If your answer to all these is yes, then I think it's high time you consider taking a break from that relationship. It may be very, very difficult to do, but a relationship that is toxic to you will definitely affect you mentally, physically, emotionally, and in all ways. So there is need for you to take action. True love that is not backed up with the right action of trust, not lying, respect, mutual understanding, is not true love. Love is powerful, just like I said before, but it is not the only ingredient that we need in our relationship. So any relationship that you are and you are always patching it up, that relationship needs to be checked. You shouldn't be in a relationship enduring pain, enduring, embarrassment of your partner cheating on you, enduring the moments of abuse, emotional abuse, sometimes physical abuse. No, you deserve far better. And so, remember, you cannot fix your partner. If you begin to see all these red flags of, cheating, lack of respect for you, and your values not aligning with each other, please take a break. And again, you need to ask questions. Talk about issues in your relationship. Don't assume. Don't base your relationship on assumption. And these will make me talk about one basic ingredient of your relationship, which is communication. You need to communicate well with your partner. So a relationship that lacks good communication will definitely lead to breakup. And then there are skills we need to have in our relationship. The first one is insights. Do you really understand yourself? It starts from you. It begins with you. It is when you understand yourself, when you take an insightful look at your life, at yourself, you know what you really want, you question yourself, and you feel like, okay, I think I'm in this relationship for the right reasons, not for selfish gain. Take an insightful look at yourself. That is one skill that you need. Insights. Understand yourself first before you begin to understand your partner. The second ingredient that you would need, or probably skill that you would need in your relationship, would be mutuality. Mutuality, knowing that you both have needs and that your needs should be expected or respected. That is, your own needs and your partner's needs should be respected. There should be this mutual understanding between the two of you. That is another skill you need to foster a healthy relationship. And number 3 skill I'll be sharing with us to foster a healthy relationship will be emotional regulation. Understanding your own emotion, being in control of your emotion. When you're angry, you already know you're angry. Like, you know your triggers and you know how well to curtail it. Again, you understand your feelings, and in response to the things that happens in your relationship, you are able to tolerate your partner's emotional lapses, and you also understand your partner's emotional feeling. If you are unable to control your emotion in your relationship, definitely you are going to be having a lot of hard time together, understanding each other. So emotional regulation is another skill that you need to foster a healthy relationship. Understanding your emotions, understanding your partner's emotion, and striking a balance. And again, note this: there is no perfect relationship. The truth is, in every relationship, there will always be disagreements. So in every relationship, there will always be disagreement. But when you disagree, there should be a common ground where you agree. So we disagree in order for us to agree and for us to even understand ourselves better. So don't look for a perfect relationship. There will be disagreement, your fights, your quarrels will help you to understand each other better. But how do you settle the disagreement? Do you come to a common and a mutual understanding? Do you communicate about it? Do you talk about those things that got you annoyed or triggered you in the first place, so that your partner can understand and then readjust so that such will not happen again? Again, relationship should be about sharing your life and not finding someone else's life to control. You can't control other people's life. You need to share together. It's all about give and take. You shouldn't be selfish in your relationship. No. Relationship is about sacrifice, giving, taking, both sharing and understanding each other. Again, you need to ask crucial questions in your relationship. Communication, just like I said, fosters good understanding of each other's perspective. So, communicate more with your partner. Talk about issues. Don't keep quiet. Don't assume your partner knows you or your partner understands you. Ask crucial questions. Remember, you cannot fix your partner. Fix yourself first. I said that before. And note this. Do not ignore the red flag. There are always red flags. There are warning signs in every relationship. You are in a relationship for over 5 years and your partner is not talking about commitment. He's not talking about proposals, like, engagement ring, promise ring, anything at all to show that, yes, I'm committed to you. How long more are you going to wait on your partner? If he's not talking about it or she's not talking about it, why not raise the question? Why not talk about it? You really need to know where you stand in your relationship. Yes. And trust, respect, these are very, very crucial issues in relationship. Learn to trust yourself. You need to build the background or the foundation for love, trust, and respect, mutuality. Bad attitude. Your attitude determines your altitude in life. So, if you've got those bad attitude, you need to make a change so that you can both be on the same page in your relationship, you and your partner. Remember this, you cannot solve a problem with the same level of thinking that got you there. So you both need to come together to always look for solutions that suits your needs and your relationship. So again, there is no perfect relationship, no perfect guy, no perfect ladies. Stop looking for perfection. Love each other's imperfection. I'll be sharing with us 3 important things to address. The first one is genuinely knowing what you want and need in the partner and in your relationship. For you to really foster a healthy relationship, you really want to know, what are my expectations in this relationship? What are my values? What are my beliefs? Do they align with that of my partner? You really want to know, what are those things, those qualities you're looking out for in your partner? And again, when you're doing this, remember not to set too high an expectation. Don't set a high expectation in that relationship or in that regard. Because I said before, nobody is perfect. You will find imperfections. There will be mistakes. So we need to learn from our mistakes and move forward. Again, we need to use some skills like the communication skills I talked about. And those skills of insight, emotional regulation, and the skill of mutuality, understanding each other, finding a common ground to really understand each other's perspective. If your relationship is based on sexual pleasure, let's talk about this. If your relationship is based on sexual pleasure, it is definitely doomed for a breakup. Yes, I said that. So, your relationship should add values to your life, especially I'm talking about a relationship outside marriage now. Sexual pleasure, I know it's a very controversial aspect that most people always avoid talking about, but I'm going to talk about it today. We should build a relationship that is based on godly principles, where the center of our relationship should not be the sexual attraction. What happens to that relationship when there is no sex? So sexual pleasure should not be the center or the central piece of that relationship. Rather, we should look out for each other's values, each other's good qualities that complement us. Your relationship should be built on godly principles and unconditional love. Ladies, do not get it wrong. In all of your relationship, you can be financially capable. Do not be in a relationship because the guy is rich, because he's got money. You can also be financially capable. You can, work towards becoming self-sustained. This can also help you boost your own self-esteem, and you don't have to, depend on your partner, solely on your partner for everything. You can also, make decisions by yourself, decisions that would help you and your partner in building that relationship. So again, check your values. Are they compatible? If there is no compatibility there, then there will definitely be a breakup one day. If your relationship is not founded on true love and trust, there will also be a breakup. If you are a pathetic liar, and you are manipulative, there will be a breakup. So note that every relationship should be built on trust, understanding, mutuality, and should also be built on objectivity. Be objective with yourselves. Be real. No secrets. No hidden agenda. And there should be commitment in your relationship. You should know where you stand in your relationship. Where are you heading to? Where is the relationship heading to? Are you just, having sexual pleasures? Or you have plans for that relationship? You need to really, separate it and really dictate where you stand and what that relationship stands for. The values you're getting from that relationship. Is it uplifting? Is it helping you build your own morals or your partner's morals? Are you both, building each other, or are you tearing each other down with abuses, with fighting? Don't get me wrong, just like I said before, there will be disagreements, but we disagree in order for us to agree, for us to understand ourselves better. So, your relationship, reassess it from this moment on. Pick out some of your values, list them out. List out some of your values and even sit with your partner to rediscuss it. Talk about it, communicate about what are your partner's values. What has changed so far, because there will be changes. We are humans and a lot change about us. Different circumstances can make different things change. So communicating about this would also help you to understand what your relationship is and where you're heading to. If your partner is cheating on you, lying, and you know it, and you still remain in that relationship, get out of that relationship. A relationship where you feel you don't deserve the best, where you feel like, you're not just building your own self in any way, it's not adding any value to you, then why enduring it? Why? We should be in a relationship together to build each other, just like I said before, and not to tear ourselves up. So reassess your relationship today and know if it is healthy or not. Remember these 3 skills I shared with you. The first one is insight. I said it begins with you. Check yourself. What are those aspects of you that you need to change so that you can align with that of your partner, and then you can be on the same page? What aspect of your attitude do you actually know stinks and does need a change? Remember, a bad attitude will definitely lead you nowhere. So check yourself, check your attitude, check those values that you got, your beliefs, and every other thing about you. And again, aside insight, I talked about mutuality. Strike a common ground where you both can come to an agreement in that relationship, where you both understand yourself, where there is trust, there is respect, and there is promotion of wellness in all ways. You're not abused mentally and physically, emotionally, you're not abused. And the third skill I shared with us is that of emotional regulation. Knowing how well to regulate your own feelings, knowing how you're feeling, knowing your triggers, understanding your partner's triggers, and understanding the fact that you both would have different perspectives. But in it all, communicate with each other and treat yourself right. There will be another part of this discussion where we talk more on the relationship that has to do with marriage, that is the marital aspect of our relationship, and there we can talk about sex, how sex is the central piece of that, could be the central piece of that, and how sex can promote your marital relationship. But for those that are not married yet, premarital sex, for me, I believe is the same, and I want to encourage us, to build more on our self-control and have a relationship devoid of, sex if possible, but embrace each other's values and build commitment. If possible, if you've been in a relationship for some time and you see that this is who I really love, and I've seen that his values align with mine, and what are we waiting for? Let's talk about marriage. Let's be committed to each other so that we don't keep committing the sin of sex, premarital sex. Yes. So I love you all, and I do hope you've been able to pick 1 or 2 points from this presentation today. We'll be talking more on relationship and some other aspects of our relationship that we need, to know and to work on. I really want us to have a healthy relationship. So from today, check in on your relationship. Learn how well to communicate your feelings to your partner. Be assertive about what you really want. Say yes when you mean yes and no when you mean no. Don't be in that relationship because you want to please the other person and not please yourself. No. So be assertive in your relationship and continuously build a healthy relationship. Love each other's imperfection. Yeah, I love you all. I'll connect with you again on another episode on relationship. So for now, I want you all to send in your likes, your comments, connect with me and subscribe to this channel. We are growing, and we'll continue to go, take it one day at a time at our own pace. So thank you all for listening in. Thank you.